got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Hat on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left. Touchdown. Touchdown. 8th floor. Come down. Hotel. Lobby. Receptionist. What now? 11 a.m. Check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Kansas City Chiefs. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Fifty's the mic. 50's the mic. Who that? Who that? Load it. Load it.
Rivers now, the throw on first down, and caught by Henry. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Make these babies cry. Hey, watch it. Watch it. Go. 53. Check 53. I'm going to run you over.
From the gun, Rivers. Looking deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 42 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
80 weapons. Hey, switch gears.
Rivers on first down. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Short throw, pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
That'll be taken in the end zone. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
but they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Check 26, check 26.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rivers is going to stay out there. They're going to try for this thing on 4th down. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. On is the Chargers punter now. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. That's pulled in at the 32. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. On 1st down, Mahomes. Flushed out right. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down and able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Fly right. Attack. Come back. 15. Check 24. Check 24.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes escaping the pressure right. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. The Charger drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into
a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake. Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. Following the interception here, Rivers finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Rivers. He'll get this to Eckler. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be a 2nd down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
79. Red Delta.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Chargers, nothing.
Set, 180. Set 53. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
To the outside, that's complete to Williams. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A huge play there on the screen pass. And even 70 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Again, it's Rivers. Green brings it in. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
9 yards on the play there, and it'll set them up 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Switch up, switch up. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship, watch the ship. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Wait. Show it up. Undercrush. Cluster. Undercrush. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
They'll try to run this one in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
12. Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch twist. Check, check. Lucky.
On second down, Swift. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal.
Mike's 50.
This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got.
Hey, Delta! Mike's 50.
To throw, Rivers. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. From a yard out, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And now it's blocked. Oh, the Chiefs have got it, but he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
A first down throw here for Rivers. Eluding the pressure right. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Slant. Watch the eye.
0. White.
Check down, set.
Plus the right. Hey, ready.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guy. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14-all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Here we go.
A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman, in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this week. Williams loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. From the 39, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik Collins. breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for the loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Now a pass hauled in downfield, and he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 40. They go play fake. Mahomes. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And it is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, as the first half is winding down, and the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point safely through, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw is Rivers. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
10, 25, check 25. Touchdown, Travis. Run 80. Wait. Hey, Delta. Hey, here we go. What?
Final play of the half, Rivers. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. On 2nd and 7, Mahomes buying time to his left. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
Check three. SOS. Check your hot read. Hey, alert 3. Alert flare. Watch out. Mike's 49.
Easy.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Chargers' 39-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They go back to the ground with Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got Thompson here, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 29-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Mahomes on target here to Hardman. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. This is caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Davian Williams. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. The extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, Haywood!
Check 53.
From the gun, Rivers. Open man, it's Allen. And he goes out right around the 39. A Charger first down, Rivers hooking up with Allen.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
Check.
Rivers on first down. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. We're back now in KC. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4.
12.
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Hey, easy.
Check. Fresno. He's coming. We got double up.
Alpha!
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Get in the weight room. Check 31. Switch it. Come on, switch.
You.
Safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Another try after the first down sack. Rivers. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Chris Jones able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team.
1-5-4.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Mahomes now 15 out of 17 through the air, only 2 incompletions. It's first down. And I think this defense knew what was coming, as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Looking downfield for Kelsey. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelsey, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 42. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd down and 12. He is going to find Hill here. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 28. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
43.
Mahomes now on first down. Staying on his feet. Muscles him off. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again on second down. Mahomes, he's going to go up top for the end zone. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 4. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the ball is knocked out. And I think the offense got it back. They did. Inside the 10-yard line, they avoid disaster. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams. 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at Week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in Week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. The Charger drive about to get going. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of the
rush coming, and he's taken down. Darren Lee in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Hey, Rocket!
Working out of the gun, Rivers. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. A good pickup there of 20 yards. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Rivers now to throw on first down. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football.
On plays like this when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Run 80! Hey, I'm going to go load it. Load it. Hey, ready, son.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rivers. It's Williams on the catch. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. From the red zone now, Rivers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coached.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack. Now Rivers. Well, the pressure gets to him again. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Well, my friend.